Hello, it's Vincent here. I would like to introduce you Sherena Razaly. She is one of my slimmer from Cambridge weight plan. She have so far up to date lost 20.7 kilo, and then she still have a few more kilos she want to shed off. And she is a diabetes patient on metformin, and then she also on high blood pressure medication. So after she lost more than 15 kilo, doctor has stopped her diabetes medication and high blood pressure medication. So here is her story. Let's listen to her.
So I started the plan with Vincent. We did it step by step. We did a preparation phase for about a week where we did a step three down to a step two and then finally to step one, which was soul source. It was difficult because at that point in time, I had been eating huge amounts of rice and noodles and spaghetti with high amounts of fried food, and it was the unhealthiest diet you could think of, and I thought that I was being healthy by eating so much food. So it just kind of shows you how much I didn't know back then. We started off with me being in step three, which was replacing 2 meals a day and only having 1 meal. The shakes were good. It was easy for me to take the shakes. What I found difficult was cutting out the carbs from my diet because I'd eaten so much carbs on such a regular basis for so long. So I struggled with that in the first week, even in the second week. But by the time I reached the third week and I could see some serious results coming in. I could see from my measurements, and that gave me the motivation I needed to really keep going no matter how difficult I found it. When I started Soul Source, it was something that, yes, it was even more difficult for me because now I was on a completely liquid diet. And I don't deny that it took me a while to get used to it. It took me a week plus, I think, to be able to say, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. But you know what? I stuck to it. And in this sense, it was really helpful because Vincent was with me every step of the way. He kept checking in on me, kept making sure that I was okay. And when I was honest and I told him that, no, I'm really having trouble with this liquid diet, he was really good at helping me stay on track and not losing my motivation or my focus on what the end goal was. So that was really, really helpful for me. when when you're on soul source, you at some point in time after about a week, you're going to reach ketosis. And when you reach ketosis and you're well into it, it's going to get that much easier, because when you're in ketosis, your body starts feeling, I don't know if this is the right term for it, but your body starts feeling satisfied with much less food, because your body is now turning into a more efficient fat burning engine, and your body is already at that stage where it's starting to pull on the stored fat in your body to burn for energy rather than relying on external sources of energy, i.e., food. So, the beauty of Cambridge Weight Plan, really, for me, is that there is enough nutrition in the 3 shakes a day to keep your body running well. It's like that. Like that black gold, that oil in your engine that just makes it run really, really well, but without all of the messy fat and oils and things which we don't really want in our body. Because face it, when we're already overweight and we're already unhealthy with diabetes and hypertension, that means your body is already full of all this stuff that you don't want anymore. And in the process of being in ketosis, even getting into ketosis, your body is going to start burning all of that and removing all of that. And that's important, that we understand what's happening with our body. Some people going into soul source might experience what is called a crisis, when your body starts reacting starts feeling sicker rather than better. Now, it was explained to me by Vincent that what it actually means is that some of the toxins that's been stored in your body, in the fat in your body, is now starting to come out, because as the fat is being burned away, the toxins now come out. And yeah, you might experience some what do you call it? You might have like pimples coming out because your body's detoxing, or you might feel great fatigue because your body's really trying to get rid of all of this crap that's been stored in it for years and years and years. But you know what? This medical crisis doesn't last for long. It lasts maybe a week, maybe even less, maybe a day or two. It depends on your body. And you just got to stick it out. But once you get through it, oh my God, it's like you feel on top of the world, because suddenly it's crazy. You're only taking 600 calories a day, but you're feeling on top of the world. Like you have serious amounts of energy. When I hit ketosis and I stayed in ketosis, I was like a bunny rabbit jumping off the walls because I had so much energy. My face was clear. I was radiant. And because I was drinking so much water as well, and that's really important, you have to drink enough water. When you do this, you're just like glowing. It's crazy. And, like within weeks of me starting the Cambridge weight plan, people around me were commenting on how healthy I looked and how much I was smiling and how I didn't look so grumpy anymore because I had so much energy. It's crazy. 600 calories a day, that's it. And I had bags of energy. I mean, can you imagine that? That's mad. Here's the thing about being on Soul Source. You're going to meet a lot of people out there who are like, oh my God, no, how can you survive on 600 calories? It's not good for you. You're going to be like really unhealthy and blah, 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 blah. Do not listen to them. I know they mean well. They probably mean well. I'm going to assume that they're not envious or they're not jealous because you're losing weight and looking gorgeous and they're not, but really they don't know what they're talking about. I've been on so many different weight loss programs, and Cambridge really is the only one that I've seen actually works because the meals are so complete. 3 shakes a day and you're sorted out. You don't need more than that. And it's if you can lose as much weight as I have done so far, and thank you so much, Vincent and Cambridge Weight Plan, for helping me lose all this weight. If I can lose that much and still look amazing and still look so young, then that's pretty amazing. I have not achieved any kind of results with any of the other brands out there, and Cambridge is the one that kind of like slipped in under the radar, and they're just really, really good at what they do. It really works that well. I'd like to share a story, something that happened recently. So during this MCO, I was able to get back in touch with my old university housemate, Sue. I haven't seen her since we left university. So we're talking about 25 years ago. And, we're talking on the phone, and Sue says to me, hey, Sherena, send me a photograph of you and your children. So I did. I sent a photograph of myself and the 2 boys. We had been hiking, and so we took a break in the middle of the jungle, and we took a photograph of the 3 of us. Now, when I sent the photograph to Sue, she said, hey, Sherena, you've got 3 children. I was like, 3 children? Where, God? Because that photograph of me, in that image of me in the photograph, Sue thought it was my teenage daughter. Now, I'm 45. I'm nowhere near being a teenager. And the fact that she thought that this person in the photograph looked young enough to be my teenage daughter, I think is a massive testament to how amazing Cambridge Weight Plan is. Because most times when you lose weight or you lose huge amounts of weight like I have with Cambridge Weight Plan, you look haggard, you look old, your hair looks terrible, your face looks drawn and saggy skin, and you just look, ugh, you don't look good. But with Cambridge Weight Plan, I look radiant. My face looks flushed and my face looks beautiful, and I have so much energy and there's no saggy skin, and I just look absolutely fantastic. And the fact that I'm out there hiking makes it even better because I have so much energy. So that was crazy. I had to explain to her that, no, Sue, that's not my daughter. I only have 2 sons, and that's me in the photograph. And she couldn't believe it. She was just like, oh my God, how did you do it? So it's really about having a complete nutrition and sticking with the program, because when you're on Soul Source, you can achieve amazing things in your weight loss journey. And yes, there'll be times when you want to take a little break. It'll be a special occasion, a birthday, a special dinner with a special someone, and take a break. You can go from soul sauce back up to step three, have an amazing meal, but don't have too much carbs. And then you can go back to soul sauce again after that. And once you've been on soul sauce for any amount of time, like a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we'll be able to just jump back into it. And that's the beauty of a Cambridge, because it is so flexible. It really is one of those things where, like, I'm just so thankful that Vincent introduced Cambridge Weight Plan to me, because I would shout its testimonial from the rooftops at the impact it's had in my life. Last thing though, when you're in training or when you're doing intense bursts of exercise like you do when you're going hiking, especially the way I was doing hiking after like about a month or so where I was pushing myself really, really hard, you can't be on soul source the day before. You do need to eat a little bit more so that your body has extra fuel to burn during the hike. After that, you can go back to being soul source and you can stick to soul source for a while. So having one meal or two meals before and after your intense exercise is not gonna do anything bad to your body, but you do need to be responsible and take care of yourself so you don't feel faint because you're pushing yourself beyond your physical limits. But yeah, the beauty, I now know how to read my body. I can tell when my blood sugar is too low, so I know what to do. I can tell when I can push that little bit harder so I can burn more fat. It's really, really good when you are listening to your body and really understanding what's happening with your body, and then you can achieve amazing, amazing things. I can fit into my wedding dress. I look better now in my wedding dress than I did 11, 12 years ago, and that's pretty amazing. You'll see that in the photos. So yeah, Cambridge Weight Plan and Soul Sauce. It rocks.
Hi, Sherena. Thank you so much for your sharing. What Sherena has shared so much about her experience of Cambridge Way Plan and her journey, but something that she didn't actually highlight is about at the beginning she talked about she have her diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and she also have high blood pressure. So this is the two medical condition that she is suffering at the time. But what happened is after she lost more than 15 kilo, all these things have been totally disappeared and then she has stopped her medication. So what you see here is from all the research from UK, we know that using chemistry plan to lose 15 kilo, you can actually reverse high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, osteoarthritis, sleep apnea, psoriasis, prevent fatty liver, PCOS, and then also prevent heart attack and stroke. So with Cambridge, by using as a food therapy, losing 15 kilo, you actually enable the doctor have an opportunity to reduce your medication or even stop your medication. This is the beauty about Cambridge Way Plan. It's not just about losing weight, but actually regain your health. Thank you.